Одинокий рейнджер. Yeah. Listen to me, please.
Once again.
Одинокий рейнджер.
Одинокий рейнджер.
Yes!
All right, I'll start. Okay. I would say that certainly the given the opportunity to have been welcomed into the places, these very sacred and spiritual places for the Native Americans, such as, Monument Valley, Canyon de Chelly, and was beyond an honor, because it's. I think it's been many, many years since they've welcomed anyone in there or trusted anyone, and rightfully so. But the Native Americans trusted us, luckily, and had faith in us and supported us. And certainly for an actor, having, using available stimulus as opposed to imagination or something behind it, that's going to end up on a green screen is, very, very helpful.
I think my favorite memory when we were shooting, it was location based, because we did get to shoot in so many amazing locations. I fell into a cactus in Chinle using the restroom. And then I was able to pull out the last cactus tine 2.5 months later when we were in Santa Fe. And I remember pulling the last cactus tine out, thinking, oh, that feels so good. I think that was probably my favorite
Where did
memory.
it come from?
Right. Oh, I framed it. No, I didn't frame it. I threw it away.
So no one be worried, because it wasn't in the front. The cactus needle was behind.
In the back.
So he's fine in that regard. With any character, it's always a pleasure to, for example, when you're playing a character that existed, there's a great responsibility in portraying them fully, that doesn't stray from the truth, but doesn't, kill the guy. I mean, you want to make them proud. Approaching Tonto, for example, the initial intent was to find, I suppose, the tightrope between the gravity of the Native Americans and what they had to endure at the time, and finding the humor and the imbalance or the imperfection, which is very important. The imperfection is everything. One slight imperfection here or there, So my responsibility, I felt a grave responsibility to the Native Americans to represent them properly. I felt a great responsibility in saluting them and saying thank you, and I respect your integrity and your dignity and your culture and your people. The bird, for me, though it's a unique image, I suppose, the idea of a dead bird on your head. The bird for me was everything for Tonto, his companion, his spirit guide, his only friend, really, and therefore that bird represented so much more for him than the idea of, for example, becoming part of a people or you know, I mean, he was Tonto's outside the, he's outside the troops, as it were, you know. So the bird was really basically, yeah, I thought his spirit guide, his only friend, and it's an enduring image, I suppose. What was important to me is the same thing that was important to everybody in the sense of, like, you know, approaching the project, approaching the film, approaching the script even, you know, prior to any, you know, seeds planted was to give respect to the Native Americans, and also you know, the idea that within this sort of great chunk of cinema, we could hopefully send a message, you know. The Native Americans, which were originally called the human beings before Columbus fucked up and called them Indians, they were known as the human beings, and there's a great history and culture there, and they've been horribly disrespected throughout the centuries, and so I don't know. For me, in terms of inspiration and things of that nature, I wanted to be able to sort of do my part, as we all wanted to be able to do our part to, you know, cut slivers off and right the wrongs that had been done in terms of, you know, their historical portrayal in cinema.
А вам не надоело прятать лицо под маской, будь то вампир или, может быть, пират или индеец? Как это для актера? Спасибо.
No. No, I think it's important to wear a mask. I wouldn't be able to, I don't think I'd have survived, not just Hollywood or my career, but my life without some species of mask. No, I think well, as a human being, one must always be protected in some way, especially when you end up in situations that are, well, unusual. And I mean, just from in terms of the work, I feel that, you know, certainly an actor has many responsibilities. You must serve the screenplay, you must serve the director's vision, and you must serve your own vision of the character. But more importantly, first and foremost, you need to find something that's not going to bore your audience, you know. If I just did the same thing every time, I'd have been long dead in terms of work, I think, you know. So I think it's an actor's responsibility to take that chance every time and potentially fall flat on your face. I think it's important to take the risk that you might make a complete ass of yourself as an actor. And I've made an ass of myself many times, and I probably will soon, within the next 7 minutes. Just did, sorry. Yeah, I'm scared of everything and nothing. That's my answer. No, I don't have a secret phobia against rabbits, and I have no attraction to them either. Let's just get that clear. I have, no, I think rabbits are nice. I like small woodland creatures as well. Squirrels are nice.
Beers.
I said nothing about gerbils or hamsters or mice. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Есть ли у вас фобии, с которыми вам пришлось столкнуться на съемочной площадке?
Well, here's the weird thing. There were a lot of animals about. I fell off a horse at great speed. That didn't bother me all that much. I tried to stick a scorpion down my throat. Honestly, I actually did. He wanted nothing to do with my mouth, and he fought me. And when a scorpion fights you, you back off. No, it was. I mean, if there was any phobia whatsoever, I let people put tarantulas on me and snakes, and I tried to put a scorpion on my tongue, and it didn't want to go. I don't really have phobias of that nature, aside from clowns. Are there any clowns in the room? Clowns and mimes. Thank you.
Thank you. Арни, были ли фобии у вас?
Me.
Арни.
Press conferences.
You know, it's funny. I thought that I didn't have a fear of heights until they put me on the Spirit platform, the really tall thing, and I developed a fear of heights rather quickly. So, heights.